You finally found the word for them. Narcissist. And the moment it clicked, everything made sense. That click, that clean feeling of finally understanding, is exactly the thing keeping you stuck. So you got your answer. They're a narcissist. Case closed. And yet here you are, still replaying it, still bracing for the next one, still not totally sure what actually happened. The word that was supposed to set you free is the thing that locked the door. What if the label that felt like the answer is the exact reason you never found one? If you'd rather understand what's actually going on than be handed a villain and left there, subscribe. This is the science of why you do what you do, not the vibes. If that's not your thing, no hard feelings. Keep watching, because this next part changes how you'll hear that word for good. When you reach for that word and feel the click, that now it all makes sense, you're not being stupid, and you're not even being unfair, necessarily. You're doing something your brain is built to do. You're reaching for a clean ending. Psychologists who study how we think under stress call it the need for closure. When something hurts and won't resolve, the mind doesn't crave the right answer. It craves an answer, any firm one, so it can stop hurting. And once it grabs one, it freezes. Narcissist is the cleanest, firmest answer a confusing heartbreak can grab. Now, this isn't about how someone with the actual disorder behaves. That's a different conversation. This is about what happens to you the moment you pick up the word. Because there's a single number from the largest survey ever done on this, and a 2024 study that tracked it for 40 years, that together explain why almost everyone you've ever labeled a narcissist almost certainly isn't one. Hold on to that number. Here's why the word feels so good. Calling someone a narcissist isn't a description. It's a verdict. It makes them all bad, and you all good. And it ends the story so cleanly that you never have to sit with the harder question. What actually happened between two flawed people, and what part of it keeps showing up no matter who you're with? That clean ending feels like clarity. It's the opposite. It's the exact moment you stopped trying to understand. Which means the way out was never to find better proof that they're a narcissist. It's smaller and braver than that. Put the verdict down and ask a different question. I'll show you which one. So let's make the word small and specific again. The clinical manual, the DSM-5TR, doesn't describe a narcissist as someone who hurt you. It describes a pervasive, rigid pattern that shows up across a person's whole life and in every relationship. A grandiose sense of self-importance. A constant hunger for admiration. And the one that matters most, a genuine, durable lack of empathy. It requires most of a specific list of traits, present since early adulthood, stable across years and across contexts. So here's what a narcissist is not. It's not someone who is selfish on a bad day. It's not someone who's confident or successful or who annoyed you. It's not someone who hurt you. Being hurt by someone is painful, but pain is not a diagnosis. And it is almost certainly not everyone you've been tempted to use the word on this year. And no, I'm not going to give you a checklist to diagnose your ex. That's the whole trap. The goal here is the opposite, to make the word narrow again. Real narcissistic personality disorder exists. It's serious, and living with someone who has it can do real damage. Which is exactly why the word matters too much to spend on everyone. So here's that number. The largest community survey we have, run by Stinson and his colleagues back in 2008, looked at more than 30,000 people. About 6% met the lifetime criteria for the disorder. Other studies put it under 1%. So take the high estimate, 6%. That means 94 times out of 100, the person you're about to call a narcissist, statistically, isn't one. And it's not getting worse. A 2024 study in the Journal of Personality pulled together 40 years of narcissism scores from around the world, and they didn't rise. If anything, they dipped. There was never a narcissism epidemic. There was an epidemic of the word. The label felt like clarity. The numbers say it was anything but. So why is the clean ending so hard to resist? It isn't a character flaw. It's the mind doing its job. After betrayal, the worst feeling usually isn't anger. It's not knowing. Was it me? Were they ever real? Will it happen again? The label answers all of it at once. Narcissist doesn't just name them. It absolves you, it explains the past, and it predicts the future, all in a single word. Of course you grabbed it. It's the most efficient painkiller language has. But a painkiller isn't a cure. The clean ending stops the hurt, and it stops the learning at the same time. Every time you close the case with the label, you protect the one thing that actually keeps you stuck. The pattern you can't see yet. This doesn't mean nobody is ever genuinely a narcissist, or that you imagined the harm. It means the word is doing two jobs at once. Naming a rare disorder, and soothing a very common pain. And most of the time, it's the second job you're hiring it for. You've probably felt this shift already. In 2026, the pushback got loud. Psychology Today, and a wave of clinicians, warning that narcissist, gaslighting, trauma, toxic, have been stretched so thin, they barely mean anything anymore. They call it therapy speak. And here's why that's not just pedantry. When everyone is a narcissist, the word stops protecting the people who are actually trapped with one. Inflate a currency, and it buys nothing. The people who most need to be believed are the ones the overuse hurts. So a quick, honest note. This is education, not therapy. If you're dealing with someone who is genuinely dangerous, or you can't put a relationship down, a licensed professional is the right call, not a label from the internet. For the everyday version most of us reach for, here's the move. So here's the move. The next time you catch yourself reaching for narcissist, put the verdict down and ask two things instead. What pattern keeps repeating here? And what is my part in it? 3 small steps, 1 move. First, notice the reach. Feel the click of the clean ending coming, and pause before you seize it. Second, swap the verdict for the pattern. Instead of "they're a narcissist," ask, what is the shape of this? The chasing, the walking on eggshells, the over-apologizing. Have I been in this shape before? Third, find your 1 degree of freedom. Not what did I do wrong, but what is the one thing that was mine to choose, that I can choose differently next time. And let me be very clear about your part, because this gets twisted. Your part is never that you deserved to be mistreated. If someone hurt you, that is on them, fully. Your part is the only thing a verdict can never give you. Your power. The label says it's all about them, which feels righteous and leaves you helpless. The pattern question hands you back the one thing you can actually change. You. Let me make it concrete. A second relationship ends the same way the first one did, and right on cue, the urge arrives. Wow, another narcissist. Run the move. Notice the reach. Name the repeating shape. I pick people who need fixing, then resent that they need fixing. And find the 1 degree of freedom. Next time, I notice that pull before I commit. That's not the cold relief of a verdict. It's the warm relief of a thread to pull. One lever. Drop the verdict, ask the pattern question. So here's the whole of it. Calling someone a narcissist feels like the answer, but it's a clean ending. A verdict your mind grabs to stop the hurt of not knowing. It makes them all bad, you all good, and it quietly closes the one case you actually needed to keep open. Real narcissists exist. They're rare, the word is specific, and the data says the trait never even surged. Only the labeling did. So the next time you feel that word coming, that clean click of, now it all makes sense, catch it. Put the verdict down. And ask the braver question instead. What pattern keeps repeating here? And what is the one part of it that's mine to change? Not because you deserved any of it. You didn't. But because the label hands you a villain and leaves you stuck, and the question hands you back the only thing you can actually move. You. Do that once today, with one person you've already labeled. If understanding why you do what you do is what you come here for, subscribe and keep one of these close. The Human Code. The science of why you do what you do.